Hey guys, Swisher Family Farm, and we're going to do a tomato run, and you can see how well our tomatoes are doing. Now we have cherry tomatoes, we have Cherokee tomatoes, we have what they call an ox heart tomato, we got San Marzanos and Romas all in one area right over here, and I'm going to take you to show you those right now. Stay tuned. Swisher Family Farm / homestead, homestead / farm, whatever you want to do it. We're a homestead trying to become a farm. However you want to look at it. I got my do-rag on because it's going to be a hot day today, and I got to get out here and we got to get some fall planting done, and on top of that we got to get some tomatoes tied up on the outside of the garden. Now the ones on the inside of the garden have all been electro-cultured. The ones on the outside of the garden have not. So you're going to get to see the difference between the two in production and how much fruits of our labor is actually coming in. So come on with me. Alright, so as you guys can see, you see Miss Amy out there. This is a morning chore. Looking for hornworms and checking out the garden and see if we're coming any problems, any diseases. Alright. Look at these beautiful tomato plants. I mean, look at the clusters of tomatoes she's going to have. She's going to have so much in cherry tomatoes, it's going to be crazy. Look at that. Just tons. And you see all the flowerings right here and up top. I mean, this thing is just going crazy. Now, we had a shade cloth over this. We pulled the shade cloth off for a little while. If the temp starts getting way back up there again, we'll go ahead and we'll extend it out and cover them up. Now, these are Cherokees. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of darkness for the Cherokees. Now look at the size of this Cherokee right here. I'm gonna put my hand under it. That's my hand, and I got pretty big hands. That's Cherokee tomato we got coming in. Now we didn't plant a lot of Cherokees, but we will get a lot more. They'll start blooming and they'll start coming in pretty good. Now, the San Marzanos are doing phenomenal. I'm getting nice batches right here. They're filling in really, really good. I mean, we're definitely not going to be short on tomatoes. Now, I have had to take and adjust the calcium on our tomatoes. The calcium on our tomatoes was pretty low. We're getting a lot of blossom rot, so I took care of that. Use Rot Stop, and I sprayed these down the outside leaves last night so it soaks up in and it goes directly to them. But these are all San Marzano tomatoes, and these are a hard tomato to grow, believe it or not, and I am having fantastic luck, knock on wood. I do have to do some pruning on some of these. Other than that, they're doing fantastic. Now, these are all the ones you see in the previous video that I planted. I think we even had a little special one just pop out. Now, all these have been done with the horticulture or electro-culture, and they are in here. If I can find one I can show you. There's one right there. And you can see how these are doing. Now, these are the ox hearts right here, and the ox hearts are doing phenomenal. We're going to have a ton of ox heart tomatoes. They're a pasty tomato, but they're good for sandwiches, and not only are they good for sandwiches, but they're good for making tomato juice, tomato paste. Here we got some coloring coming in finally. I'm happy about that. We got our beautiful basil right here. I'll start topping those. They come around here, and you can see all little baby ones right there. And then we got these. I mean, we're just getting loaded and inundated. All these, look at all those little baby tomatoes coming in right there. Now I've got stuff like this that I'm going to have to nip in the butt right away. So I'll get on that too. Get that nipped in there. You know, I kind of, you got to talk to them. You got to show them, be delicate with them and show them the love that they need. And you can see all the ox hearts. And we'll pin over here. Now these are aromas. Now let me tell you about these aromas. These aromas just, it seemed like overnight, they just took off. And I mean took off. Look at all the budding. Look at all the small tomatoes. I mean, they're blooming so fast that it's crazy. I mean, look at all the blooms. There's blooms everywhere. And all the tomatoes we got coming in. Look at this one plant here. Has got 1, 2. All right, so this one tomato plant right here has 29 tomatoes, Roma tomatoes on it. One plant, 29 Romas, and it's still blooming. I mean, this is phenomenal, guys. We're so happy and blessed with this. Now I'm going to take you over and I'm going to show you one that we let go, and it's not done with electro-culture or anything. And we just planted it and left it alone and didn't play with it. And look at this. This thing does not have a tomato on it whatsoever. None. Now remember that prior video Amy got. This is a plant that came up. We had no clue what it was. We just let it go. And we still don't know what it is today. I got 3 of those. One in here. We don't know if it's a tomato, if it's a squash. Of course, you see my sweet potatoes are going crazy. And I keep just trying to push them over and keep them inside, and they're doing good. This is where our cabbages were. I pulled all those. But so as you guys can see, these are the Electro-culture tomatoes that we did already. They're doing phenomenal. And I'm going to take you on the outside and show you the ones on the outside that haven't had anything done to them at all. We haven't desuckered them. We haven't done anything. Amy's kind of going to come in and do all this cleanup on her flowers. She's been busy though. Now, granted, we have not done anything. And look, that is a tomato plant right there. One tomato plant right there. We'll go down, and these are ones, like I said, we haven't done anything to. Nothing. We've just let them go and do their own thing. We haven't inspected them for hornworms. We haven't done anything for whitefly. We haven't done anything, moved to nothing. And look at these. All right, so you see how that is all the way down? Now, I do want to state this. Last year, we were cleaning up to finish up the greenhouse, and we had some dirt from prior years that was from the chicken coop. And I placed it all in the bed that runs down here. So you know what that is? That's all that nitrogen from the poop from the chickens that made this plant grow like it is. I believe that. I'm telling you right now. I just wanted to leave it. I wanted to see what it would do on its own. And it's not bearing as many fruits as the other plants are that we've taken care of and took special abilities with, but that one is not bearing as much fruit. It may be a big plant, but it's not bearing a lot of fruit. But over there, where we planted our tomatoes, is bearing fruit like crazy. Amy's got some pretty flowers, don't she? Well, I'm going to go in here and we're going to clean this out. Get this all done. Look at those. Look at that bushel of marigolds right there. Amazing. And that's you got to love it. All right, guys. So is that amazing? I mean, you could tell the difference between the two. you know, I'm gonna have to try something next year where I won't touch them, but I'll still do the Electro-culture, and we'll see how they come out with the Electro-culture and not touching them at all. All these have been pruned, have been taken care of, have been checked over. I mean, we check them twice a day. Thank you, hey. We check them twice a day for anything from spider mites to, you know, hornworms. We've really inundated keeping an eye on these, but not touching the other ones that are over there. You tell me. This is bearing a tremendous amount of fruit, and that isn't doing as much. I mean, I got plants on there. I got 50 tomatoes on it. They're small tomatoes right now, but it will be 50 tomatoes. That over there, 10. So does Electro-culture work? Yes, it does. It's a proven fact between the two I tested. You've seen them. There's not a lot of fruit on that one. There's a ton of fruit on this one. So next year, what we're going to do is we're going to plant a couple like we did this year, and we're going to put Electro-culture on them, but we're not going to touch them. We're not going to, I mean, I haven't done anything to those at all. I haven't done, I haven't even paid attention to them. I kind of just left them alone. The only thing Amy has done to them is give them some water. But even then, we've really cut back on that too to see how well they'll do with the heat extremes that we've had. And they've done really good, but they're not bearing fruit. These over here, these are bearing fruit. So I can't wait. We're going to have canning videos coming up on my homemade sauce. We're going to have canning videos coming up making tomato juice, cans making tomato paste. I can't wait to get all this stuff. I'm so excited. Well, at that point, guys, this is Swisher Family Farm / Homestead, and we appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget, hit that like button, that thumbs up, and tell your friends about us. And hey, don't shut off the video right away. Watch to the end, because you never know. You might get some tips and tricks at the end. Don't forget, family, faith, and freedom is what we're about here on the Homestead / Farm / Homestead. I think I'm just going to end up going with the Swisher Family Farm, and we're going to cut that homestead off because we're really growing as a farm now. We started out as a homestead. At that point, God bless you guys. I'm out of here. I got work to do. I got weeds to pull. I got spring planting or fall planting to do, and we'll have some videos coming on that. Take it easy now. Be safe, and God bless. Bye.